this is my last chance now. I feel like I've tried everything. I've tried all the diets and nothing's worked.
At her heaviest, Kalila weighed 43 stone, but she's now on a mission to take control of her health.
I'm tired of the looks that I get. I'm tired of the judgment. I am not your typical fat person. I exercise, I play with my kids, I go to school, you know, I can walk, I can drive, I have a social life, I got a man, you know, we do what we do. Because have you seen this? Do you see me? I'm doing you a favor. Like Beyonce, you know, she's like, I'm gonna upgrade you, I upgrade you.
I just don't know what to expect.
Hey, what's up, guys? Sean back, and today, finally, we're checking out one of the shows that I get requested to watch more than anything. Supersize vs. Superskinny, which is good old UK television that's known for their bluntness and kind of brashness and kind of direct approach to an issue, which I can respect. I like when people are blunt, kind of just straight in your face. I don't really like to dance around the subject. I'd rather somebody just kind of say it like it is, tell it like it is, which is kind of how I think I am. But I've kind of avoided this show because it feels weird. Like, to me, it feels like they're pitting excessive versus restrictive, and I don't know how I felt about that. But I kind of think I need to see the full episode, get the full context of things, and then I can make up my mind about it. But today we're going to do something that I've been asked to do probably 500,000 times, and we'll just see how it goes.
He's inviting 8 supersizers and 8 super skinnies to swap meals and face their dangerous diets head on.
I brought together 16 people with some truly terrible eating habits. By pairing them up and getting them to swap diets in my feeding clinic, I'm hoping this is going to be just the tonic they need to turn their lives around.
Sweet. Let's just start out with zooming in on Fupa's My 600-Pound Lifestyle, and then zooming in on people's pelvises that have their bones sticking out.
Joanne, come on forward. So, my love, you are being paired with... You're with Guy.
You're all right.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Just looking at the super skinny's faces when they see her, and she's not the biggest by any means in this lineup of chubbies, okay? So they're all kind of like looking scared to death. Like, oh my God, we're gonna have to eat what she eats. Some of the guys there, I bet, eat a hell of a lot more than she does.
I'm shocked. You're a lot bigger than I am.
Yeah, you're so small.
I know.
What kind of food do you eat?
I don't really eat anything through the day.
Okay. I don't eat till probably about 11 o'clock, but that's when I start eating, and I don't stop eating till about 11 o'clock at night.
You see the lady in the background, her eyes got so big, like, no way could we handle that. But yeah, she's just typical binge eating or eating throughout the whole day. Grazing might be the word for it. I'm not really sure.
I thought, wow, she's like 5 times the size of me. Is that bad?
I am worried about eating his diet. I'm going to be running on empty.
Though their diets are worlds apart, Joanne and Guy do share something in common. They both lack motivation.
The guy with the Chewbacca chest hair back here, like playing with his belly button, I don't think that's the guy that you want to get paired up with if you're switching diets. That might be the like danger zone one for as far as like diabetics.
They're going to have to use their time in the feeding clinic wisely to work out how they're going to get over these problems that are doing nothing but hold them back.
34-year-old mum of 2, Joanne, is a serial snacker who can always find a reason to eat.
I do comfort eat and boredom eat as well. When I'm upset, I'll eat. When I'm happy, I'll eat. I'll just completely graze throughout the day.
We don't really need a reason to eat. There's a reason we get to the size we get to. We eat for every friggin' reason. Happy, sad, pissed off, grab a pizza. You know, that's just how it goes.
All this compulsive eating has left Joanne tipping the scales at 19 stone and 5 pounds.
I've tried all sorts of diets, meal replacement, all the slimming clubs. I've lost a couple of stone, and then I've got...
Bro, there's no way she keeps a tower of noodles and chips in the background in her friggin' kitchen, okay? They do you so dirty on every single show. Look, production's like, we need a tower of sandwiches. Stat, get them in the background. And then it looks like, what, beer cans?
Complacent, and I've put it all back on again, and an extra stone as well.
This yo-yo effect has destroyed her confidence, and she's worried it's affecting her relationship with husband Dean.
I don't let him see my body, you know, lights off, blinds down, under the covers, that kind of thing. He hasn't seen me naked since I gave birth to my son, which was 6 years ago.
How the hell do you go full blackout in the boom boom room? Like nothing? No light comes in there at all? Like, are you blindfolding the guy? Well, no, he might like that, though. That might be his thing.
Despite her anxieties, her relationship of 16 years with husband Dean is still rock solid.
I still love her and fancy her the same, so if she did lose weight, her confidence would just grow and she'd be all bubbly and she'd be more happy with herself.
But it's not just how she looks that's making her unhappy.
I'm really worried about my health. I'm already at a massive risk of having a heart attack or a stroke, and the bigger I get, the more that risk is going to increase.
At least she's not kind of sugarcoating things. She's like, look, my health's going downhill. It's not very, like, pretty. The husband seems nice. He seems like he'd just love you regardless, but her confidence kind of putting, like, a damper on everything. Confidence is key with a lot of stuff. I always tell people just lead with delusional confidence. It don't matter. If you act confident, people will just believe it.
It's very scary, especially when I'm only 35.
Hey, my age.
While Joanne never stops eating, 8 stone, 5 pound super skinny guy has the opposite problem. This
Kind of a unique tattoo. Let's tattoo the Milky Way next to our meat missile. All right, buddy.
20-year-old full-time student and restaurant manager just doesn't make time to eat.
I've got a really busy kind of lifestyle, and I'm always either at work or at uni. Food will always be at the back of that list.
Instead,
Why'd they make him have a tower of soda in the background? Like, I swear, I love the production crews. Like, quick, we got to get a bunch of Coca-Cola in the background.
Guy runs his skinny frame on fizzy drinks and caffeine, with half his calories coming from sugary drinks alone.
I'm surprised my teeth haven't rotted yet.
And when he
What's this guy weigh? I think that's like 117 pounds or something like that, if I'm doing quick math in my head.
does eat, he's not big on his 5 a day.
I would say I am a fussy eater. I tried cauliflower once. That didn't go down well.
This inadequate diet has resulted in a lean frame Guy's uncomfortable with.
I wouldn't say I'm a fan of my figure. I feel like the only reason I'm not in a relationship is because I'm too self-conscious about myself. I want to put over a stone on, and I want to be like a normal 20-year-old.
And that's the thing. You almost feel for the people that are skinny and people like, oh, they've got it, easy. Like their confidence has to be through the roof, no kind of weight issue. You almost feel for them more, at least I do, than people that eat themselves to the size of like a brick house. Like I feel for the people that look, pretty good. They're just on the skinny side. It's better than, having to lug around all the extra weight, but their confidence is shattered because they just can't look at themselves in the mirror either, which, just plays into a whole nother psychological aspect.
Before Guy and Joanne enter the feeding clinic for 2 days intensive treatment, Dr. Christian's sending 19 stone, 5 pound yo-yo dieter Joanne to America for a supersize kickstart.
This is my last.
Come on, UK TV. You send people to America to learn how to be fat? This is... Why? Why send them over here? Guys, we are the experts at fatness, apparently. Which sucks, because I feel like everyone just thinks that we're, just shoving cheeseburgers down our gullet and putting honey buns between our buns, getting extra calories in however the hell we can.
Chance now. I feel like I've tried everything. I've tried all the diets and nothing's worked. And I think the shock will, it will shock me into doing something which I haven't previously been able to do.
Awesome. So come to America, learn how to use buttercream as toothpaste.
Awaiting Joanne's arrival in Alton, Illinois, is trainee nurse Kalila.
I'm Kalila Morris. I'm 36 and I weigh 37 and a half stone.
What would that be? 37 and a half. So minus 28. Take another 7 off of that. 35. So what is she, 525 pounds, I think? Quick math. I'm trying here. I don't know. The stone system weird to me that you guys used to weigh goods in stones and you just kept rolling with it.
Khalila's been on a diet and fitness regime for the last 2 years and has lost a fabulous 5.5 stone.
I am not
Nice.
your typical fat person. I exercise, I play with my kids, I go to school, you know, I can walk, I can drive, I have a social life, I got a man, you know, we do what we do.
That's the bar we set in America. If we can get it cracking and play Stinky Twinkie and we can walk, we're not fat enough yet. That's just American standard.
At her heaviest, Khalila weighed 43 stone, but she's now on a mission to take control of her health.
I'm tired of the looks that I get. I'm tired of the judgment.
And it's not just strangers she feels judged by.
I think some men do feel I should be grateful, like they're doing me a favor, you know, but it is such the other way. Because have you seen this? Do you see me? I'm doing you a favor. Like Beyonce, you know, she's like, I'm going to upgrade you. I upgrade you.
Okay, maybe not comparing ourselves to Beyonce, but I love the confidence. That's what I'm saying. Confidence is key. This lady's got it. We're sending her to confidence class all the way from the UK. Come over and visit this lady.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Come in.
Thank you.
It's so good to see you.
I love your hair.
Thanks. You look so cute. I love that top. You got it going on, girl.
Thank you. I've just got so many questions to ask you, but I just feel really nervous.
You can ask me anything. I'm totally an open book. You can ask me anything.
Okay.
Ask me anything.
How does your weight affect your life?
People try to perceive who I am before they actually meet me. You know, it's a stereotype, I believe, over here in our country that, you know, if you're overweight, that you're lazy, you're sloppy, you don't take care of yourself, you're not smart, and
What the hell does fat got to do with IQ? I think people just think you're undisciplined, which is kind of true. If you eat yourself to like 600 pounds, you're not exactly the most disciplined person on earth. You're not a calorie Cobra Kai like the Ninja Way or anything.
that's not always the case. Because I know that's not the case with me.
It's like listening to myself talking.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible, honestly.
There's just so much I feel like I can't do with my kids because of my size.
Yeah.
You know, just playing football with my little boy and going swimming. I won't wear a swimming costume.
No, why not?
I just don't feel comfortable. I feel almost naked wearing it.
And I don't think she's anywhere near the weight where physically she would be that limited yet. But she's saying that. And this other lady sitting here saying she can do everything under the sun, right, at her size. So it's just crazy that she already thinks about herself that way. Like her confidence is that shattered. It's kind of sad.
Well, you know, one thing that I'm uncomfortable about is I feel bad because I don't really go to the movies because the seats are kind of small and I don't know if I.
Oh, yeah, that ain't built movie-sized theater. Like, maybe if she put the armrest between there, she could straddle it. But, yeah, I would Google everywhere I was going, make sure the seats were wide enough or they didn't have arms. Like, that's just a certain level of fat you get to. Googling seats.
I can fit in them.
Khalila has lost 5.5 stone through diet and exercise, and today she wants to introduce Joanne to her weekly aerobics class.
This is
What's that, 77 pounds she's dropped? So, yeah, I think she would have been above 600 at her highest.
absolute hell for me. I know I'm not going to be able to complete the class. I've got a knot in my stomach because I know by the end of this class I'm just going to be really, really embarrassed.
19 stone 5 pound supersizer Joanne is being dragged
19 stone 5 pounds. So let's see, minus 9 off of 280. She's 271 pounds. She don't even reach my level of fat class yet. I wouldn't even call her friggin' fat.
to an aerobics class by 37.5 stone Khalila. Dr. Christian sent Joanne to meet Khalila so that she can see somebody taking real steps to lose weight. But what neither of them know is that he's on his way to check up on how it's going.
What I'm hoping is that some of Khalila's enthusiasm is going to rub off on Joanne so that when she gets back to England, she'll go at it all guns blazing.
The thing about Joanne is she keeps saying, I can't do this, I can't do that, when she's probably more than capable. But the funny thing about Kalila is somehow she's got a barbecue stain on the front of her workout shirt. I don't know how that happened, but it's there.
Despite her fears, Joanne's exceeding her own expectations.
Surprise!
You don't look...
You looked a bit shocked.
Oh, sweaty.
What do you think? How was it?
It was all right, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Leila, how are you? I'm Christian.
great.
Nice
How
to
are
meet you. That was good.
Thank you.
How long have you been doing this?
For about 3 months.
You're doing my job for me, you know, which is inspiring her.
And that's dedication at that point, because a lot of people start doing something, they won't keep it up for longer than a month. So hats off to her. But Joanne needs all kinds of lessons on confidence, telling herself that she can do things instead of, if you talk yourself out of it before you even try, how do you know if you can or not? Like, I was really good at that at my biggest, telling myself I couldn't do anything because I was just too damn big.
So, how have you found your time here? Has it been useful, do you think?
Yeah, it's very useful. It's been an eye-opening journey, I think, to meet Kalila and see how she lives.
She's got 30 plus years of bad habits that she needs to break. You've only got how many?
About 10.
10 years.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm...
Okay, so you're a freshman at Fat College, so you had to come to the States, learn how to be less fat, I guess, which I don't think we've got that one figured out yet. We're pretty good at getting fat, not so good as a country on getting unfat.
Getting at?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I
There's
don't...
kind of no excuses, really?
No.
Well, listen, I'm going to see you back in London soon for the feeding clinic bit.
Yeah.
For more fun. So I'm going to leave you back with Kalila.
Okay.
Get some more inspiration off that lady, because she's good.
She is. She's amazing.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Best of luck, my love.
Then. Thanks very much.
She seems great.
As a reward for finishing the aerobics class, Kalila takes Joanne for a bit of girl time.
So do you like to keep yourself looking nice for your man?
I like to keep myself looking nice for me. But
I respect that. Don't do things for somebody else that you wouldn't do for yourself. So I think she's got it pretty much all figured out at this point. I like her as far as a fat person goes. She's got all kinds of charisma.
I mean, you know, he likes the way I look. He doesn't have a problem with my weight or anything like that.
Can I ask you, do you find sex easy? Or is it difficult because of your size?
I don't have any problem. I don't have any problem at all. When that itch comes, I get it stretched.
You came to America, and the first question, like legit, you wanted to ask this lady after the aerobic session was, how does your bedroom cardio go? I think Joanne is very fixated on that. She's fixated on no lights, but she definitely wants to know how it operates when you get a little heavier, which tells me that she wants to get a little bigger.
See, I'm really self-conscious in the bedroom. I buy like sexy underwear, lingerie and that, and I never wear it.
Why?
Because I buy it with good intentions, thinking, you know, I'm going to look sexy for my husband, and then I get home and I try it on and I just look in the mirror and I feel disgusted.
You better put it on, girl. What is wrong with you? Girl, you better put that stuff on and put it on your man. I mean, really, you're only going to wear it for about 2 seconds anyway, so it don't really matter.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. It ends up on the floor eventually, right? Because what was it? The last time we had to go pick out jeans for my girl, like, she's like, how do these look? And I just dropped them on the floor and she's like, what are you doing? I was like, that's where I like to see them, so...
Before they know it, Joanne's time in the States has come to an end.
I'm going to miss you, but I want you to keep in touch with me.
Yes, definitely.
Let me know how it's going. I'm sure you're going to do fabulous, because I think you're ready.
And I'll be keeping tabs on you as well.
You know it. Okay. Give me love.
Oh, my stay in America has been absolutely incredible. It's been an emotional roller coaster. I've just gone through so much since I've been here. I've learned so much as well, and I can't wait to get home and put everything that I've learned into practice.
Awesome. You got your degree in Krispy Kremeology. You're ready to go back home.
I hope that she's learning to, one, be confident in herself, to not underestimate her abilities. And I hope that she's learning that it's time now to take action.
You underestimate yourself, everyone else is just going to do the same thing. Like, you can only be your own worst enemy for so long. And I find that that's probably like the biggest thing that goes on in the fat community. People kind of just being their own worst enemy like 99% of the time.
Joanne's back in the UK, and it's time to put good intentions to the test. She's checking in for a 2-day intensive stay at the feeding clinic and will be joined by Superskinny Guy. Before they get started on their diet swap, Dr. Christian wants to see them both, starting with 8 stone 5 pounds Guy, who survives on fizzy drinks and micro portions.
Looking at your food diary, it kind of looks a bit like the food diary of a child. You won't eat your vegetables, will you, and stuff like that. It's very, you like your sugary stuff. One of the things that we do when we analyse your food diary is we kind of look at the 5 top things that you eat the most of.
Right.
And do you know what the 5 top things were? The 5 top foods?
No.
The 5 top things were liquids. The top 5 things consumed in greatest quantity was liquid. It wasn't even solid. So we've got...
That's crazy to think that this guy's getting that much calories in with like soda, probably energy drinks, all that, maybe coffee, a lot of creamer. So he's just foregoing the food and going straight for like the energy drinks. That's wild to me.
Got to start changing that, yeah?
Weighing in at 19 stone 5 pounds, frustrated fad dieter Joanne is at the other end of the spectrum.
Let's talk calories for a minute. Average woman needs around 2,000 calories a day, give or take.
Yeah.
Guess what you're on?
I dread to think.
You're on 3 times that. 6,000 plus calories a day.
Is that really the average? I thought I've heard people say 1,600. This is the first time I think I've heard 2,000, but 6,000? I don't even know how she's only that small. She's really eating that much every friggin' day.
Wow.
You're getting through. You're eating for 3. Carry on like that, you will just carry on piling on the pounds.
That's not good.
It's time to start the 2-day diet swap, and Joanne's dishing up her belly-busting lunchtime favourites.
Oh no.
On the menu is deep-fried chicken and chips, a Wensleydale and carrot chutney sandwich, a big bowl of crisps and a Belgian bun, a glass of...
Are you sure you're not American, Joanne? You got yourself some fried chicken and fries here? I mean, she's honorary American if that's what she eats for lunch.
Orange juice, a large energy drink, and a pint of lemonade.
That's like 3 days worth of food for me all in one.
All Guy's handing over is an energy drink.
This looks disgusting.
It's one of my favourite sandwiches.
Is that even cheese?
Yes, it's cheese.
Guy spurns the sandwich, but is determined not to be beaten by the mammoth meal, attacking the...
Bro, he's like shaking as he's biting the fried chicken. But this is the part that I was kind of uncomfortable with about the show. Like, forcing somebody to overeat and then forcing somebody else to just be starving the whole time. It throws me off.
Chicken and chips.
Is that all right, or do you lick the plate?
It's really scary to see it laid out like that.
Well, lick your mother, you little skinny little... Okay, never mind. But if you would have gave her a plate, if it would have been me on the other side, you would have got ultimate frisbeed in the face with that damn thing talking like that.
Sheer volume of the food. I feel so sorry for you.
Just a few hours in, and the diet swap's already helping Joanne to reflect, and liquid luncher Guy has also made an impressive start.
I'll give it my best shot, but that's all I'm going to do.
No, you've done really, really well. I wasn't expecting you to eat that much.
Joanne...
Come on, they really do cutscenes with jiggles? Really? You're going to have us do the truffle shuffle in between shots? That's wild.
Joanne's body confidence is at an all-time low, and her love life has been left in the dark.
He hasn't seen me naked since I gave birth to my son, which was 6 years ago.
Knowing the clinic won't be easy, her husband's written her a letter of support.
Aw.
Wife, I hope that you get all you want out of this experience. I know the way you feel about your weight and size, and hope that after your experience you feel better about yourself and you feel positive about moving forward. You know this is a great opportunity for you, rather than those fad diets. I've lost count of how many you've been on. As always, darling, I will always be here to support you. I love you more, hubby.
Is that hard?
I know he supports me. He's always supported me. Through every...
If he loved you at your smallest, he'll love you at your biggest. The husband, he seems wonderful at this point. I just think she's kind of so down on herself that other people can't really pick her up at this point. It's going to have to come from within. You have to learn to love yourself more than anything, because at the end of the day, nobody can be you better than you. Like, I'm sure there's people that really don't like me, don't like the way I joke around. That's fine. I'm just being me. You don't have to like me. But she does have to like herself, because that's the most important person on earth you have to like.
Every single diet. I've been on every diet.
It's just, he loves you for who you are.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Dinner time, and after suffering a whole day without food, Joanne has her first measly meal. 4 chicken nuggets, 9 fries, and another energy drink.
This guy is not counting out 9 fries and being like, yep, that's my cutoff point every friggin' night, okay? If he is, that's kind of scary in and of itself. But her, she's putting down more food than I would even expect, honestly.
That's a children's meal.
Whilst vegetable-phobic guys facing half a 12-inch vegetarian pizza,
That pizza looks like I hate pizza.
4 spicy chicken wings with potato wedges covered in garlic dip, 2 garlic cheese balls, 2 warm cookies with 2 scoops of vanilla ice cream, all washed down with a whole bottle of white wine.
Bro, Joanne's a lady after my friggin' heart, putting 2 cookies and 2 scoops of ice cream at the end. That sounds friggin' amazing to me. Can't have it now, but the old me is like joyful as hell. I would go on this damn show just to see, but I wouldn't want somebody to give me an energy drink while I'm watching them eat a bunch of my cookies. That would kind of tick me off.
Full bottle of wine.
Yeah, that's pretty average for Saturday night. Full bottle of wine.
Just Saturday night?
No, I don't drink a bottle of wine every night. I do drink, but on the weekends I drink more.
The feeding clinic is an alcohol-free zone, so it's non-alcoholic here for Guy.
I hate sweet corn. I've never tried it, but I hate it.
How do you know if you've never tried them?
It's just the look of it that puts me off. Mushrooms, they're slimy and minging.
Bro, mushrooms are disgusting. I don't know how people like them. It's fungus. You are eating friggin' fungus. But I also feel like they're kind of trolling him a little bit, knowing that he don't like veggies. And I'm sure she's not just doing a veggie lovers pizza. It could have been a meat lovers or something. This guy could have came in here and licked the damn crumbs off the plate since he's already talking about that.
To be honest with you, I'm worried about you. You're not getting any goodness from the food you're eating.
With Joanne's tough words ringing in his ears, Guy takes on the pizza.
That mushroom can come straight off because I know I don't like that.
I'll allow the mushroom.
I can't.
Great. Now Guy's going to show us his gag reflex while she's over there in America asking the other lady how she gets it cracking for cardio.
Your face is a picture.
That was disgusting.
It's only vegetarian pizza. It's an everyday food that people eat all the time.
I don't know why.
But in the end, Guy manages a whole slice of pizza, vegetables and all.
I'm done.
And demolishes dessert right down to licking the plate clean.
You go for it.
I'm done.
Oh Oh, now you're ready to lick the damn plate when it comes to the ice cream. You better suck that mushroom off, too.
I can't even look at food no more.
Just when Guy thought it was all over, Joanne's got the munchies.
Hi.
Joanne's snack is a massive bowl of popcorn, leftover pizza and wedges, 5 chicken dippers, and a pint of orange juice.
There's no way in the middle of the night you go back for a meal this big and then go to sleep. I mean, I guess, but she should be 600 pounds the way she's eating.
I don't understand how you can go from that tea, from the lunch, and into this.
I'm just hungry.
Supersizer Joanne usually eats 6,000 calories a day, but yesterday in the feeding clinic, she barely had 500. And it's not looking any brighter this morning, as she's nothing but orange juice for breakfast.
See, 500 calories a day doesn't seem okay to me either. 6,000 and 500, neither of those seem okay to me.
In contrast, 8 stone 5 pound meal dodger Guy has double portions with 2 sausage rolls, 2 mini cheeses, 2 toasted tarts smothered in icing, as well as a pint of orange juice.
I'm quite hungry this morning for some reason.
Orange juice for me again.
Yeah, now I see it. It's basically living off a liquid diet.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
I would never.
You guys love your bangers and buns. Isn't that what you call them when they're sausages? Bangers? You got bangers and buns, and then you got her in America learning how to throw it back.
I think to wake up in the morning and have a selection like this.
There's no thought has gone into it at all. I just grab whatever's there.
It's just laziness. That's all it is, laziness.
So we do have one thing in common.
Yeah, we're both lazy.
She's lazy, but will order in. I'm lazy, but don't bother doing anything about it. See, I'm full now after just the savoury bit.
Yeah.
Now I'm having a dessert for breakfast.
Yeah, I am. Never thought about it like that.
There's no shame in Pop-Tarts, right? Everybody friggin' loves Pop-Tarts.
He's absolutely right. It is a humongous amount of food, and if you break it down, it is a starter, main course, and a dessert. Scary.
After just 24 hours in the clinic, Joanne's starting to realise that slimming down her portion sizes would be much more effective than fad dieting. Guy, too, is making progress, completely cleaning his plate.
Yay, he did it.
You know, I think that's the thing in America we have the biggest problem with, portion sizes, because we don't measure things out. Nobody eats an actual portion. Who looks at the nutrition label and says, okay, I can only have 12 chips or whatever? You just grab a handful, keep it pushing, right? Nobody looks at those damn things.
If Joanne was left hungry from breakfast, lunch will be an even bigger disappointment, as she has absolutely nothing.
I can't believe there's nothing in front of you.
Across the table, Guy's getting a cheeseburger, sweet potato fries, 2 glazed donuts, 1 banana and peanut butter milkshake, and 1 energy drink, adding up to a staggering 2,000 calories. That's the entire recommended daily allowance for an adult woman.
I can't believe.
This lady is crushing her desserts for breakfast, lunch, dinner, midnight snack. She's just a sugar fiend when it comes down to it. This guy's over here just eating air like he's friggin' Kirby.
You did this to me. How can you not have anything at lunch, not even liquids?
I just feel so bad for you. Wow, do I actually eat this little? But I've just been doing it for that long, it doesn't bother us. 3, 2,
down a burger.
1.
He looks so uncomfortable every time he's eating, and then he's talking about himself like it just doesn't bother us, like he's Smeagol from Lord of the friggin' Onion Rings.
It's all right.
Hey!
This meal is anything but healthy, yet having food in front of him is teaching Guy to recognise hunger and eat more than ever before.
That's it, I can't. I'm done.
Done.
Riding high on his success at lunch, it's Guy's final test in the feeding clinic, and Joanne's offering up her biggest challenge yet.
Are you for real?
It's steak with a rich, creamy sauce, loads of chips, a second course of fried chicken with more chips, 3 glasses of red wine, that's 372 calories worth, an orange juice, and a lemon sorbet.
That is one hell of a portion.
I haven't eaten.
The climactic music just makes it all that much funnier, but it's still, this guy is overeating, coming from eating like next to nothing. So you would think he'd be sick at this point. He'd be in the bathroom with his head in the toilet.
In for 24 hours and it looks very appetizing right now.
And at last, for Joanne, there's more than an empty placemat.
Got food, yay!
Joanne's got chicken, chips and rice.
Do you not have a drink with your main meal?
Must have forgot.
So what are you going to take away from your time here then?
Think about food more. Find time to actually eat. What about you?
Seeing my food laid out like that has been a proper wake-up call for me. It's disgusting.
You too.
If you're eating for every single emotion you have instead of eating to survive and just trying to get as, like, it's probably the biggest problem I ever had, right? Just eating just because food was there, and then learning to, okay, I only eat in this window during a day. I don't touch anything after that, and I try to like count my calories on every single meal. That's probably the thing that did me the most favors when it came down to it.
You consume a lot.
Yeah.
But since I've like started swapping like my diet with you, it's got easier. And I feel like I can eat better now. But it just not in this.
Yeah, a normal portion size.
A normal portion.
With their final dinner done, Dr. Christian wants to hand over their eating plans for a healthier future.
Joanne, this one is yours. You know what you have to do. You know the good foods and the bad foods. You now just have to start applying it, all right?
Oh, so is that the point of this whole thing? Just at the end, this guy comes along and gives them some kind of meal plan, looking like friggin' Zach from Saved by the Dinner Bell.
Guy, all I would say to you is just each and every day try and introduce something new. Even if you don't carry on eating it, I want you to at least have tried it. And best of luck to the both of you.
Thank you.
By Joanne reducing her portion sizes and swapping her deep-fried food for healthier options and replacing sugary desserts with yogurt or fruit, she'll cut her calorie intake by 2/3 to 2,000 a day.
Look, she says she's not confident though, but the way she comes in here jiggling that fupa, flipping her hips around, blowing kisses, she's got to have some level of confidence to her. I think she just, I don't know, I guess she's struggling with it from the day to day, but when it came to this thing, she seemed confident as hell like half of the time.
Guy's diet plan doubles his daily calorie intake to 2,600, eating 6 times a day. Setting an alarm to remind him to eat, he'll be saying bye-bye to pick-me-up liquid lunches and hello to slow-release energy foods.
It's been a revealing experience. 6,000 calories a day, never again, I'll say that. So, new beginnings.
And I think until you actually sit down and like write down every single thing you ate in a day, you'd be shocked at just how much you eat half the time. Because part of me is still delusional at how much I ate back then. But if I sat down and wrote it all out, looked at serving sizes, I'm sure I was eating more than her.
I didn't actually realize like how much of a veggie virgin I actually was. And I think it's just been like a roller coaster ride. But I'm just glad that I've got to try different stuff.
Dr. Christian will be checking up on their progress in just under 2 months' time.
See ya.
Bye.
A veggie what? Did something weird happen in the crisper here that I'm not aware of?
It's been nearly 7 weeks since yo-yo dieter Joanne and meal dodger Guy left the feeding clinic. But have they kept their resolve and stuck to Dr. Christian's diet plans?
I'm very nervous about today. I know I've lost weight. I can see that I've lost weight because I've gone down a dress size and I feel better in myself. I feel healthier. It's definitely boosted my confidence.
Hey, she looks good. I'm proud of her because I don't think she came in here initially thinking that anything would be any different if she's tried every diet under the sun. And this guy might have packed on some weight just from what he was eating the time he was friggin' there.
I feel like completely different since like I entered the feeding clinic. I feel like I've got so much more energy than like I ever did.
So, Guy, it wasn't that long ago when I last saw you, really, was it?
No, it wasn't.
6 weeks or so?
Yes. I did find it hard to start off with. Like, I did find it difficult to put myself in a different routine.
Lots of changes to make.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all right, though. What have you achieved, do you think?
The fact that I've been eating more, just like in general, like I've not been skipping.
Good, that'll do.
I've not been skipping any of my meals. Like, I'll always have my breakfast, I'll always have my lunch, I'll always have my tea, and then I'll always find time to snack as well. So it's not.
That's good. I didn't really expect that just because people are such creatures of habit. Like, they just tend to go back to what they were doing beforehand. But if he put on any weight, I'd be proud of him too, because it's not just losing. Like I said, restrictive and excessive, I feel like it's two sides of the same coin. So I feel like you can almost relate to somebody that's like on the skinnier side if you've been super big, and it's just vice versa too. You almost relate to that looking in the mirror and not liking what you see back.
It's not like what I used to be like with just missing out meals altogether.
Good. So food is now a priority for you,
Yeah.
because it definitely wasn't before, was
No.
it? Joanne, it's very good to see you again. You're looking very well.
Thank you.
How have things been?
I've stopped snacking, which I think is the biggest change that I've made. There's no more sort of crisps and chocolate bars and things in my desk at work, but I'm eating a lot more sort of fresh vegetables,
Excellent.
fresh meat,
Good.
fish, and everything is cooked from scratch now.
Sounds like you're sticking to this.
Yeah?
Why is this one working when previous attempts have failed, do you think? What's the difference?
I think because it's slow and steady, so I'm not getting sort of disheartened. I'm losing weight every week, which is good. Even if it's only half a pound or a quarter of a pound, it's still, you know,
Still weight loss.
motivating.
So how about from a...
I think the quickest way to blow up a diet is just getting down on yourself. You hit a plateau, you don't feel like you're doing as good as you should have. People will just say screw it at that point and kind of revert back to old ways, which you can't get down on yourself at every little pause or every little thing. You have to think highly of yourself, very friggin' highly, and it makes things easier.
psychological point of view? Do you feel a little more confident? I know there were issues between you and your husband, weren't there?
Yes.
About how you felt about yourself. Is that starting to change?
Yeah, I'm definitely more confident, yeah, and I think it shows, and he appreciates the fact that I'm more confident as well.
Good. I'm pleased to hear that.
It's time to reunite Guy and Joanne.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm good, look at you. Wow. You definitely put weight on in your face. You can see it in your face, yeah, definitely.
Looks like you've lost actually a lot of weight.
Really?
Yeah. I knew you were determined and I knew you would have done that.
Yeah.
Do you feel better?
Yes, yeah, definitely. Loads more confidence, loads more.
Well.
I think her husband's not a bad guy. I liked the letter he wrote, and I liked the fact that he was super supportive the whole time, because I think she needs somebody just to pick her up, build her up, because she gets so down on herself so friggin' easy, which sucks, because the husband, I don't think he really cared at all. He just wanted to play tickle pickle and veggie tales in the bedroom.
Look who's here.
Hello.
Good to see each other again.
Yes, fantastic.
Yeah.
First thing I want to say is that I am very pleased with both of you, because I think you were both in kind of a bit of a rut. So, Guy, I want to start off with you. Genuinely, you look so much better. You're still not convinced that you've put on weight, changed? No, not at all? A pound or two?
I'm thinking minimal.
You've done quite a lot better than that. You've put on half a stone.
Wow.
Half a stone?
Yay.
That's fantastic.
Are you pleased with that?
Amazing.
I think that's
7 pounds is what? That's over 5% of his body weight. It's probably more like 6 or 7.
a really good achievement. It's difficult to
Yeah.
put on weight. It takes time. And you've done it in a very short time. So I'm really pleased.
I feel good now.
So, Joanne, your turn.
Yes.
Have you lost any weight? I think you've lost a bit of weight. What would you like to have achieved?
A stone? Yeah, about that, I think.
Perfect. Good.
yeah.
Well, you have. And a little bit more.
Oh, okay.
1 stone, 2 pounds.
Brilliant.
Not bad, eh?
No.
And 3 inches have now disappeared off your middle. So, time to buy some new trousers, I think, don't you?
Yeah.
Nice. She took off 16 pounds, and she was what, at 271 at the start of this, which would put her at what, 254. I mean, yeah, right? Yeah, no, 255, something like that.
Definitely.
So I keep wanting to reiterate, it's only been a relatively short time and the results are showing, and I'm happy with both of you.
No more fad diets for me. This is it now. I found something that works, that's sustainable. Yeah, it's just fantastic. I can't wait to get home and tell everybody.
It feels amazing, like gaining half a stone. It just shows like I am doing something right, and I'm making sure I'm not going to be lazy, and I'm not going to fall back into my like old routines. And I'm going to just make sure that my diet is consistent, and it's going to continue throughout like the rest of my life.
And why didn't they send Guy to America so he could learn how to be first in fat or anything like that? Because they sent her there to learn how to be a like confident calorie queen, but they didn't send Guy there to learn how to put on weight. We happen to be friggin' experts over here, apparently. You just ship people over here to learn how to be fat, which is friggin' amazing to me. But all right, ultimately, a happy ending for both of them. He put on some weight, and she took off a good bit. So proud of them both. And this show, it's entertaining. It's fun to see people switch diets that wouldn't typically eat a certain way, just kind of try something different. So I do like the show. I'm not like totally mad at the show. Like I said, it just kind of throws me off a little bit when you're talking restrictive and excessive. And there's a whole lot of stuff I had to cut out where they went way further into the restrictive side that I just don't really feel comfortable watching or even showing you guys. But I'll put it in the description if you guys want to go watch those parts, and then maybe leave it in the comments or something. Tell what you thought about that part. You can do that and talk about it. I just don't feel comfortable with that, putting that on YouTube. But all right, leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about this one. And yeah, it was fun. I'll see y'all later. Bye.